Good morning once again, Wasteland and Modern. Today we'll be doing something slightly different. The story of Stabb will continue along the canon route to some extent, but having received a request, we'll also be playing as a female courier. That will be in the second part of this episode, or part B if we're going by the same admittedly accidental split as the first time. So, we'll first follow Stabb, and then we'll follow Eris. Eris will be something more of a display of mods, whereas Stabb will be Fallout New Vegas' storyline. While normally I might skip the tutorial, because it is, of course, a tutorial, I have unfortunately elected that the story of Prim and the story of Good Springs might be important enough in their own right to still display. This does mean that if you don't want to see them, Part B will be the more interesting journey for you to watch. We are now beginning Part A.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I need a way to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
I'm a little short of caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
What are the bobby pins for?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
And this magazine, Locksmith's Reader?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Alright, I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
So, what do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Things are getting stranger every day.
I did say that Side B would be more likely for most mods, but there are two related inside here. Sonya is one of them. Yes, they are, but I intend to do some work in the Mojave and change things around for the better.
Okay, if you want a little work, I think I can find you something.
I saw you in my dream.
And I'm supposed...
Skipping along. We'll steal this fixing things while no one can see us. Then we'll have a look around here. Nothing much of interest in the supply closet. What about... Now, if the mod Sonya weren't present, we could murder this man, steal everything, and move along. But she's watching, so we will lose karma, and the town will know. That is otherwise one of your very few chances to rob the entire place. We'll take Randall and Associates, which is for the bounty hunting set of mods and very entertaining in their own right. We could steal various whiskeys and so on, but we won't. Despite his name, Stabb will be more interested in violence than in evil. Now then, shooting a gun.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
He is not a gunman, so as soon as he is able, he's going
Nice
to
shot.
ditch this thing.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Now then, now would be a good time to look at what we have and to equip something else anyway. We have the broad machete because of the Courier Stash DLC. Otherwise, we would have this straight razor. We will equip the lightweight leather armor, which weighs only 10 pounds and offers the same defense as an armored jumpsuit. The tribal armor, which puts you nearly naked, weighs a whole 15 for only 4 by contrast, and the metal armor weighs 20 for 12, with an effective -1 agility. These stats may not mean anything to those who are not often participating in RPGs, but it does add up. We'll just put it at that. With any fortune, the monster mods won't kick in too early and change the geckos. But, again, one never really knows sometimes. As long as nothing conflicts, though, we shouldn't have any crashes, so we should be able to do this. That is also partly why I'm doing this run first before one of the several companion mods. Now, let's kill those little monsters. Have at thee. Oh, no, there's another mod running right for our face. Who would have guessed it? Maybe there won't need to be a Part B after all. We're too far away for VATS to work. It's a 0% chance, so we'll just stab them the normal way. Oh, yes,
Delivery.
He likes stabbing. Thank you, delivery man. Let's take that delicious gecko meat. Ignore the mod for now again, and return to the girlie.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Now, the real reason I'm doing this is because you cannot unlock the Good Springs interactions until you have done this quest, because the Powder Ganger won't become antagonistic, or in fact even really show up, until you've come back to the saloon after this. So, while there are ending slides to the story, and yes, I do intend to complete the game, so that matters, 4 Good Springs, depending on the choices we make here, It would be utterly irrelevant if we just wander off right now.